welcome back to Channel Strong Q4. We're here in beautiful Las Vegas, and we figured we'd take the opportunity to do today's interview in the bus. Sade, you can pan around real quick and show the bus off. We're just in the bus. Figured it's nice and cool. It's pretty warm out here in Las Vegas today.
No, cool 95. So,
yeah, cool 95, and we have all the crowd outside just doing their thing. So we're doing the interview inside the bus. Today we are lucky to be hosted by ALLAN JOCSON from Agilitec. Allan, could you tell the folks at home a little bit about your business?
Sure. Agilitec is a MSP based out of Las Vegas, 14 years old, 24 employees, servicing primarily Las Vegas, but also New York City and the Bay Area. Few specialties, manufacturing, restaurants, and just generalist.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up restaurants because we talk about that specialty through COVID and things of that nature. So, we started this whole thing around COVID, right? We were trying to get people out to still have conversations, get away from that screen fatigue that was going on. But one of the things that happened during COVID was restaurants were really heavily affected. And I think it's cool how you guys pivoted to make sure that that wasn't going to affect your business as bad as it could have. So now talk a little bit about what you guys did to make that pivot while the restaurant business was struggling during COVID.
Yeah, absolutely. That was some scary times, because we had about 30% of our revenue, dropped to zero the minute shutdowns happened, especially in New York City and the Bay Area and Las Vegas to some extent. So our restaurant clients, shut down. So we had to pivot really quickly, find other verticals that were still thriving through COVID.
Yep.
One of those was cannabis, and it was an easy transition because essentially it's just retail IT, right? And we specialize in that avenue with network connectivity, Wi-Fi, supporting POS, doing compliance, and cannabis was heavy compliance actually, very technology reliant business.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting to see that. I would say that you guys might have been one of the early adopters of cannabis as a vertical, but right now cannabis is one of the fastest growing, I would call sub-verticals, I guess is the way that they're calling it right now, but it's definitely one of the new up and coming verticals. So listen, like it, love it, you don't have to do, but it's a business like anything else, and it requires security. So I thought it was great that you guys jumped right in there and not only helped out those folks, but helped out your business because you guys were able to keep the revenue flowing and keep your business going.
Yeah, no, that's the absolute truth. I mean, it is extremely fast growing, and we're finding it very unique in that, the compliance around that industry is so heavy. And obviously MSPs and compliance work well together, right? Because the people that are running these, cannabis firms, whether it's distribution or manufacturing, have those exact needs. And since we already had manufacturing skill set and retail IT skill set, we already were serving those verticals, so it was very easy to transition into that. And we're finding we like challenges, so it was a good vertical for us.
Oh, that's great, and I'm so glad to hear about it. I mean, you're one of the success stories we constantly talk about when we say, it's not all doom and gloom. There was a lot of good that came out of this horrible situation, right? Security got launched into the stratosphere. Cloud got launched into the stratosphere, right?
Teams,
right? Exactly. So for you guys, separate from your verticals, did you find that your customers were now coming to you asking about security and cloud, especially when Microsoft is now on TV doing commercials, talking about the modern workplace, and we're talking to, we're doing the same thing, right? How has it worked for you? Have you been finding more and more are starting to come to you with this stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were pretty deep into the modern workplace and pushing digital transformation in the Microsoft stack, and it can be an upward battle sometimes talking to traditional companies that wanted to do the face-to-face or wanted the old on-premise equipment, but with remote work and the COVID shutting down things, that's exactly what happened during this pandemic and during the shutdowns, is everybody had to be able to function remotely, and so these tools and these things that we've been talking about to them for years are now coming to fruition. And there was a lot of clients that said, you guys were right. And the ones that we did move into that platform, we're really glad that we did, because they were able to continue to function with almost no downtime, right? I mean, they were already configured in that area so they could send their employees home and continue to operate. Whereas the ones that were maybe on the fence, it took some work to get them transitioned up. And so, it's the same story with security as well. the story with security is now clients are coming to us, every day, and so it's important to be proactive in that avenue. Continue to talk about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump to a little bit less serious business type stuff. I know that you're a Golden Knights fan, and you got this big beautiful stadium. Are you now a Raiders fan now? Is that the new thing for you?
I will. I'll say because they're in Las Vegas, I will support the team, but I'm a Niners fan at heart, so it's a little difficult for me to do that. But I'll have to say that first Monday night game was awesome. And I did watch that, and I was proud of them.
Nice.
I saw that.
Nice, yeah.
It was an awesome game.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful stadium.
And you gotta love Gruden. I guess you gotta
I love
find a way to love
Gruden.
Gruden, right?
How can you not? Chucky,
Well, go Vegas, right? I
Right.
love the Vegas Golden Knights methodology, and I love that every child born in Vegas gets a onesie, a Golden Knights onesie. So what a brilliant idea that is. And I'm a hockey guy.
That's right.
All right, Alan, well, I want to thank you for hosting this event, allowing us to have your space, and we're donating all the canned goods that got donated today to your charity. So I'm looking forward to having that go through and seeing their faces when they get all that. And again, thanks very much. Appreciate your being a great partner, and you're always been great to the community. And on top of all that, you're a great friend. So really great to see you. Thanks very much for all your help, and we'll see you soon.
Always good.
All right, everybody. Thanks very much.
Thank you.